Okay, I think I'm live. I think it worked. I gotta say, like the live streaming software that I'm using, the upgrade, is difficult to get used to. Okay, now I'm centered. Hello, everyone. Who all is here? Also, it has this new feature where it has a separate box for the live chat. I don't know if that's easier or not, but hello, Paul and Terrence and Jeff and Chris from Comic Tropes. How do you do? Hello, Big Gay Dave and Matt. Hi, everyone. How do you do? It's Tuesday. I need to apologize for not having a video on Sunday. Hello, McCluterg and Dan and Evagums and Lacko J and David and everybody. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see everyone here. Hello, Agent Chuckles and Jay and Comic Trope says, all my best to HCC and his viewers. Thank you very much. All my best to you. I was happy to catch Comic Tropes' or Chris's live show this week, which unfortunately I missed too often. I don't like to miss, but I was actually able to catch it. Hello, Spaced Cobra and Chris and you said how to pronounce it, but I'll just call you Dragon Ball Z. Hello, Dragon Ball Z. Happy Mardi Gras. I will be taking my shirt off for beads later. But before that, we've got stuff. Later in the show, in the last half of the show, I am going to open and assemble this. I showed you this last week, guys, for Valentine's for my girlfriend. I got her a Stargate thing, and while I was looking for it, I found this Stargate thing, which I didn't know existed. I was on What's on Joe Mind last week, and everybody else knew that it existed, and nobody told me, so whatever. But anyway, I'm going to open this, and I'm going to put this together. It's the All Striker, but for a totally different toy line. So I have it, and we'll do that later. And hello, Stone Gate Creations. Hello, Bart. And my condolences, Bart. I saw your post earlier this week. It's very nice. Bart says hello from Uranus. Hello, Uranus from the United States. Thank you very much for being here. It's nice to see you, Bart, although I'm not actually seeing you. I'm really just seeing your name on the screen. But I hope to see you. I hope to see you again this summer. Hello, Sparkster. Nice to see Sparkster. Hello, Sergeant Slaughterhouse. Good morning from Australia. Good evening from the United States. And Bart has that All Striker. So it's, but this, well, shut up. I just got it. Hello, Mike and Chris. And yes, we have stuff to talk about now. You guys know that this is not a news show. I don't do breaking news here because, I can't keep up. There are some great shows that do the breaking news as far as the G.I. Joe, the news. So, your Artist Shark and the Full Force podcast and those guys, follow the hard-hitting breaking news reporters. But we will talk about some stuff. Hello, Gray Fox. Gray Fox says, hello, Hooded General Hawk. That's a good idea. A Hooded General Hawk. Somebody should do that custom. Somebody do that custom. Hello, Rob Vegas. Hey, we got more Australians in the thingamajig, in the live chat. Jay Strand says SG1 could have surely used an All Striker or several on the show. Good point. And hello, Patrick. I don't think I said hello, Patrick, but hello, Sam. And hello to anybody who's sneaking in without me saying hello. So here's the thing about Stargate. I don't know from Stargate. So, but my girlfriend Marianne is a fan of Stargate. So, we watched the movie, the 1994 movie, which I haven't seen, I think, since 1994. Hello, Christian. Hello, Denmark from the United States. Thank you very much for being here. So, But I don't think I had seen that movie since it came out in '94. So we watched it today because this toy line from Hasbro is for the movie. It's a movie toy line, and in fact, there is absolutely nothing in the movie even closely resembling this, not remotely. But Hasbro in their wisdom and their frugalness, they came out with the bad guys vehicle because there was the winged flyers in there, but they're like, hold on, we got to have a good guys vehicle, but in the movie the good guys don't have a vehicle, so what do we got laying around? What do we got that we can reuse, that we can spend absolutely no money on? Just put a different box on it, do some different colors. However, it is slightly different. I will point that out. It is slightly different. They did update the mold a little bit. We'll get to that. But that's for the last half of the show. Hello, Bubble Wrap Memories. Hello, Terrence. Hello, 2-Bit. Hello, Rich. Hello, Kurt. And let's see. Terrence says, for the television show, there's nothing like a dune buggy in the television show either. See, this is the kind of thing that Marianne is aware of and knows, and I'm learning. But look, this is how I'm growing, and this is how I'm learning to appreciate my girlfriend's interests. I'm even wearing an official Stargate T-shirt tonight. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I don't know. So that's how we're doing. Now it's not going to become a Stargate channel. However, this is related to G.I. Joe. Look at this. This is a G.I. Joe vehicle recolored and repackaged for a totally different toy line. We got to talk about this. And I will admit, it is hello Cujo. Hey, it's nice to see Cujo. Hello Cujo. Thanks for being here. What was I saying? G.I. Joe vehicle, totally different toy line. This is not the only time they've done this, as we know, but I will admit that it's a little bit of a blind spot in my collecting, to look for G.I. Joe influence and molds outside of the vintage toy line. It's just not something I typically do, but when I found this, and it was not expensive, and it's factory sealed, I checked, I had to check it out. Thank you, Bubble Wrap Memories, for the super chat. Here you go. Thanks for your content. Thank you very much for the super chat, and thank you for enjoying the content. I was actually thinking, there is. I did look for the action figures for this Stargate line, and now I'm extremely curious because I can tell by the figures in the packaging that although the figures are not in any way like G.I. Joe figures, they reused some G.I. Joe accessories. I recognize some of them, and now I'm very curious. Thank you, Comic Tropes, for the super chat. Lobotomax was meant for the Stargate toy line. He could have been. It would have made more sense, right? He's a space alien. See, this is what you could have done. Hasbro G.I. Joe team from the early 90s. You could have put your space aliens in your Stargate instead of putting your Star Brigade in your G.I. Joe. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Many G.I. Joe and Cobra vehicles were redone in both Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat movie lines. Yes, that is true. And I did know about that. I did a sort of a mini review of Street Fighter 2 with the Dragon Fortress a few years ago, and we looked at some of the G.I. Joe vehicles that were reused for that. So I was aware of that, and Mortal Kombat. But this I was not aware of. And upon further inspection, it's on yojo.com. It's there. I didn't look at it. I didn't see it. I didn't notice it. So it's not like it's a big secret. It's just new to me. And I don't care who doesn't like it. I'm going to open it, and we're going to put it together at the last half of the show. So before I get too far afield, hello, Gussie, and hello, Nyquist. And I hope nobody snuck in that I didn't say hello to. Bart says Stargate figures suck. I do think the figures are probably pretty chintzy. They look like they have very limited articulation, and they look like they're produced really cheaply. This is Hasbro we're talking about. Obviously, you know, the Awe Striker is nice. We know this from 1985. And not only did they make the figures with limited articulation, they reused a bunch of accessories that they also just had lying around. Just stamp out more of those. But see, this is the kind of thing that's fascinating to me. Hello, Yojo Banjo. Nice to see you. Howdy. Hello, Draws. Good evening. So yes, Battlecore would have absorbed the Stargate figures. Yeah, Battlecore absorbed like everything. 1990. Look, I'm actually okay. Before I get too far down the road, let me apologize for not having a video review on Sunday. I tried, but something came up. Okay. Here's what came up. So I won the bet with Timmer, the Super Bowl bet, right? So Timmer has to appear on my show, and I wanted to review something really ugly, just really nasty looking, and I got it. I figured it out, and it's great. It's a great choice, and I have the thing. I got the thing, and I realized that 2 of the accessories for the thing are the wrong thing. I thought that I had it ready. I thought that I had it complete, ready to review. And unfortunately, it turns out that no, I did not. So I had to. Then I had to order the accessories that I was missing, at great expense, I might add, and they're not here yet. So that completely blew my plans, and I didn't have a backup plan. Let me tell you why I didn't have a backup plan. Because, as you know, oh, hello, Ratface Reviews. How do you do? Hello, Joe Fan. As you know, if you watched last week's show, I didn't celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. Me and Marianne did our Valentine's Day stuff on Saturday, the day before Sunday. For those of you who are not aware, in the American calendar, Saturday comes before Sunday. So on the day before Sunday, we were doing stuff. And then the day before that, I was planning things to do that. So it kind of ran me out of time. So I didn't have a backup plan. No backup plan. And so I was just SOL as far as Sunday went. For those of you who are curious, the Saturday date night went very well. Had a wonderful time. We went out. Marianne looked great. She had people, like random people, saying how great she looked. You know, just coming up with like, "Wow, you look great," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Yes, I agree. That's yeah." So yeah, it was good. It was really good. But the upshot is, I was doing that pretty much all weekend, and I didn't have time to even do a backup video. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm working on it. Now. I'm waiting for the correct accessories to come in, and hopefully, knock on wood, that will be, in time for me to get the frickin' thing done. It's written, well, it's more or less written. I've been updating something. So, Chris, Comic Tropes Chris, provided some additional information that I added to the script. So, thank you, Bad Ape. Yes, thank you. I do look great. It's nice. This is a nice shirt. Oh, wait, here. Rob Liefeld pose Captain America. Look, check me out. I'm a little Rob Liefeld Captain America. Something like that.
Give me a minute.
Anyway, so today's Tuesday. That means there's a new episode of Half the Battle from Timmer. Timmer did a video of whether Mysterio from the Marvel Universe would fit in with Cobra. Check out Timmer's video. Check out Timmer coming soon to my video. Next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday, What's on Joe Mind is moving to Tuesday night. Their show should start right as my show wraps up, which is perfect. It's perfect. That means that when this show is done, all of us can go and check out their show. So What's on Joe Mind, not this Tuesday, which is today on the American calendar. Today is Tuesday. Next Tuesday, What's on Joe Mind live right after this show. So there you go. Those are big news items. I apologize. I have show notes. Here's a preview of what's going to be on the show if you want to read those real fast. So I apologize for last week. I apologize profusely. Yes, I showed Marianne some of the finest drawings of Rob Liefeld earlier today. That was fun. Comic Trope says, I was on What's on Joe Mind. Recap your Lieutenant Falcon classified thoughts. I will. That's actually in my show notes. I was on the What's on Joe Mind show last Friday. So if you haven't checked that out, go see that. Hopefully that was okay because I had a lot of fun. But sometimes I can be a wise ass, and I was just kind of riffing on stuff. I should probably tone it down for other people's shows, but I enjoyed it. I loved it. Vitris says HCC788 coming live from the Terradrome. I should change the name of the show to that, but I would only do that. Now, if I did that, I'd have to give you royalties, and I'm a cheap bastard, so I can't. Oh, thank you, Bad Ape, for the super chat. Hey, HCC, do you have a special video planned for April Fool's Day? I don't, but I should. I'll work on it. Right now, I'm not working as far ahead as I used to. Hello, Can Now. How do you do? Hello, Lester. Right now, in the past, I always worked a week ahead. Right, I'd always stay a week ahead. That way, if anything happened, I'd have time to adjust, But now I'm just getting things done, just in the nick of time. I've been able to give patrons a little bit of early access, but not as much as usual. So I'm working on it. I had a point. I'll remember what it was later. Apologies for last week. April Fools, that's what you were talking about. April Fools, Cobra Convergence Plan, Bart asks. Okay, I'm working on that too. I was running a little bit late on getting the beginnings of Cobra Convergence started, but we're getting that started as well. Hello, Gaz. Hey, it's nice to see Gaz talking to Colonel Jack O'Neill. And how badass he is and would make such a great Joe. Yeah. Essentially, yeah. And that's like I think I titled this G.I. Joe in Space Egypt. It is very G.I. Joe-like, isn't it? It is. A bit. Hello, the figure six-pack. Nice to see you. But yeah, April Fools. Look, I'm trying to plan. And work in advance. But then shit happens, and then I don't get the accessories that I think I'm going to get for the complete figure to do the review. So then I have to order the correct accessories in order to do the review, and I don't have a back. So this is why it's good to work ahead. And this is why I really need to catch up and do that, because if you don't work ahead and something happens, then suddenly you're late. And I don't like being late. Hello, Photo Viper. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. This thing has a feature. This new software that I'm using for the live stream. It has a separate window for the chat. And I'm not okay. I'm not seeing some things in this. So sorry if you get censored, because this is overlaying over the regular chat window. So my apologies. I'm not sure that helps. I'm not sure this is an improvement, but whatever. Anyway, okay. So we talked about Timur's new video. We talked about Timur soon to be appearing in my video. We talked about what's on Joe Mind next Tuesday. Apologize for last week. Oh, hey, don't forget. Oh, thank you, the Killer Weezer. Speaking of Cobra Con, has anyone heard from FormBX257? You were, and everyone were awesome Friday. Thank you very much, the Killer Weezer. I have not heard from FormBX257, and in fact, Byron, Joe Motion Videos 82, he shot me a message suggesting that we do some kind of commemoration or tribute to Kevin, because, we all like Kevin. Kevin's the real godfather of this whole G.I. Joe YouTube thing. He's the one who really got it started and stuck with it for a long time. And inspired a lot of us, and including me. And we haven't heard from Kevin in quite some time. And I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I hope he's fine. But I'd also like to maybe do something, send something out there into the internets that maybe someday he will find and see that we all appreciate his work very much, and we wish him well. We hope he's doing all right. But yeah, in fact, we haven't heard from FormBX257. I haven't heard from him. I did try to reach out to him. I tried to reach out to him a number of times. I never heard back. I truly don't know. Hopefully he's all right. Kevin was kidnapped by Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans would do something like that. Good question. And Cobra Convergence, I'm working on it. So if you have a YouTube channel or a podcast or something related to G.I. Joe that you do and you would like to be in Cobra Convergence, one of my big regrets every year is that I end up leaving out somebody that ought to be in, right? So in the very near future, I'm going to start trying to figure out who to bring in as a presenter for the event. So we'll work on that. And so, keep an eye out for messages and stuff. I'll really try to get something going for you guys, because I want to get that started. I'm running late, I know, but I'm going to try to get that going so that we can get that event happening in July. So, see this live chat window, it's separate, but it's not any larger than the regular live chat window, so I can't see it any better. It doesn't help me see it. It's just there. Anyway, but thank you all for being here. I mentioned before that this is not a news show. I would like to keep up with the G.I. Joe news better, but there are other shows that do a better job of that. Vitris says, slow down, amigo. Rome wasn't built in a day and only have 2 hands. Lies. I have 8 hands, and last week I built Rome in 1 day. I built Rome in 1 day. It was really tiny. But yes, I'm trying to slow down. I'm trying to. Yes, Nyquist says Kevin will speak up if he wants to. Yes, if Kevin wants to reach out, if Kevin wants to post anything, I'm sure he will. But we miss him, and I want him to know that we care. We care, and he's important to us. He's important to me. So even if he chooses to not do anything ever, I would still like to convey that message to him, because of all that he's done. How about the HCC788 movie? See, I did have an idea for a movie. Think about this. This was my idea for an HCC788 movie. I was going to do a movie where it's about me going to Joe Fest. All right, so it's a road movie, and then during the trip to Joe Fest, I learned valuable lessons about how to be kind to people and not treat people like poop. Hello, White Vegeta. Nice to see you. And here's my idea. I thought that Chris Piers should play me, but I would write myself as a total asshole. Right? And that's why I have to have like a redemption arc, right? Because I'm a total asshole. I'm a complete snob. And then as I travel and I do this, I have a trains, planes, and automobiles type journey across the country to Joe Fest. I will also progress in my humanity, and in the end, I'm the good guy, and everybody pats me on the back. So that's my idea for the movie. I think Chris Piers should play me. Let's see. Cujo is in here, right? We'll have Cujo play Timmer. This is working. This is working great. We'll have Cujo play Timmer. We'll have, let's see. We'll have G.I. Joeberg play the What's on Joe Mind cast. That's perfect. G.I. Joeberg, the whole G.I. Joeberg, they play, Mike, Rob, Mark, and Joe. I don't know which one will be Joe. Somebody will have to wear a wig. But this is great. So Hollywood, give me a call. Let's... Bart says, who plays you Black... I thought I was going to play Bart. I play Bart, on stilts, because Bart's much taller than me. The whole point of this, I had a list of figures that had been announced for the Classified series that interested me, but it's already 7:20 by my clock, Central Time. Chris wanted me to talk about the Falcon figure, and I'm going to do that, and that'll be the last thing I do before we open this and put it together. G.I. Joe Classified Falcon action figure was released. I don't have it yet. Plot twist, HCC788 saves the universe from certain doom after having a cigar with Sergeant Slaughter at Joe Fest. I think that is how you would save the universe from certain doom. Who would play Alistair? I don't know. Let me find the most destructive asshole that I can find and put him in a cat suit, and that's the person who will play Alistair. I'm sorry, cat lovers. I'm not really sorry. Falcon. I don't have the figure in hand. Hello, Vengeful C. How do you do? Hey, Rob Irizarry. How do you do? They must work for scale. I demand my own trailer and a jar of brown M&Ms every day. Well, yeah, as long as there are no green M&Ms, because you know what the green M&Ms do. Falcon. Now, I did cover this on What's on Joe Mind, so it's kind of a retread, but I haven't talked about it here at all, so I'll go over that. I don't have the figure in hand, so I try to withhold judgment on anything until I can actually see it in person. Hello, JLS Comics. How do you do? Thank you very much for being here. But a lot of videos and pictures have come out of the Falcon action figure, and we'll say it's not pretty. Not exactly a male supermodel looking guy. The color on his lips is rather dark. Looks like he's wearing lipstick. And the lipstick accentuates the, we'll say, unconventional attractiveness of the figure's face. I'm trying to put this as delicately as I can. It looks like someone hit him with the ugly stick. You remember that scene in the animated movie where he smacks Jinx on the butt? Remember that? That was actually in an animated movie, for kids. So he smacks Jinx on the butt, and just imagine if Jinx picked up the ugly stick and whacked him in the face, and he would have deserved it. He would have deserved it. But here's the thing: I don't have it in hand, and it might be fine. It might be better than it appears in videos and photos. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. As far as the sculpt of the face, the lips are very distracting. It really does look like he put some lippy on, and it's very distracting. So I will withhold final judgment until I can actually see it. I know there's been a lot of comments about it, and I can't disagree that the figure is not the prettiest, in the conventional sense. He's beautiful on the inside. Did I say hello to GLS Comics? Hello, GLS Comics, and if I didn't say hello. And hello, Ivan, and hello, Ronald. And anybody else who snuck in here without saying hello. Hello to everyone. What was I saying? Oh, Falcon. Okay, so I will withhold judgment until I can actually see it. Okay, I want to actually see it. I don't like to prejudge things. I don't think that it's necessarily indicative of the decline of the classified series. We've still had a ton of really cool face and head sculpt. We've still had a ton of really cool figures. Oh, look who it is. Look, thank you for helping the algorithms. This is automatically get more views having a cat in the video. See, that's what everybody tunes into YouTube for. So I don't think it's necessarily indicative of a decline in the line. I think they were trying to do something different. They're trying to add some character in the figure and didn't quite work out the way they intended to. But I can't look at you and tell you that it looks good. I would be lying if I said it looks good. But I do want to withhold judgment until I can actually see it and see if it really looks as bad in person as it does in the photos and such that I've seen. Okay. All right. Now go away. Okay. So those are my comments on Falcon. Measured comments. But it's just a rule here that I try not to judge things before I can see them. Because many times, I have thought I would think one thing about something and then got it and thought something totally different. Thank you for the super chat. Comic Tropes Falcon looks like he got budget plastic surgery. Well, look, this is on a lieutenant's salary. And, when you have, facial scars, the only plastic surgery you can afford is down in Tijuana, so he's working with what he's got, he went and got the Tijuana plastic surgery. That's what he could afford. But thank you, Chris, for the super chat, and thank you for a really good show. I really enjoy Comic Tropes. I'm not being paid for this endorsement. Well, sort of. He just gave me a super chat. But I'm not being paid any more for this endorsement other than the super chat. But I do like Chris. Chris is a good guy with a good show. And I think that's all I'm going to say about the classified stuff and about Falcon. We'll talk about, we will discuss it again when I actually get my hands on it. We will discuss it again. And we'll see. We'll just see, see how we feel about it. The only other thing that I will comment on I will skip all the rest of this stuff because I want to do this. But the only other thing I will comment on is that there will be a classified version of Steel Brigade, but not called Steel Brigade because somebody else has the trademark on Steel Brigade. It'll be Steel Core, and it'll be a 2-pack, and I really like that idea. So, of all of the upcoming figures that are interesting to me, that is probably the most interesting. Steel Brigade or Steel Core, what have you. It has a legend around it. And I was on Peg Warmers a couple weeks ago talking about the G.I. Joe Find Your Fate books. And one of the things we discussed is, instead of having different characters with different code names for every book, what if the common thread through the books is that your character is Steel Brigade, which would be cool because it would be consistent through the series, and would also be cool because, you know, at least after 1987, you could get an actual Steel Brigade action figure. I think that would be pretty awesome. So, if there was some way to integrate the Steel Core into the lore like that, into the modern classified lore, I think that would be a lot of fun. Hello, WWJD85, nice to see you. Hello, Sean Beckett. I don't think I said if I said hello to you, but if I missed you, hello, thank you for being here. And now, it is time to assemble this, and I think we'll have just enough time. It's by my clock it's 7:29. So we put this together. We should have enough time to finish this by the time the show wraps up. Now I did cut the tape on this because I wanted to make sure that it was in fact factory sealed in there, and it is. They factory sealed. Mint in sealed box, no longer sealed, and we're going to open it for the first time. We're the only ones to open this thing since it was put in a box in 1995 is the date stamp on this, the year after the movie. So here we go. Let's do this. I did cut the tape, like I said. I will say, Bad Ape says, what is this toy? This is a Stargate all-terrain cruiser, which, as you can see, they've used the mold for the Awe-Striker for the Stargate. I didn't know this existed until I found it whilst looking for a Valentine's gift for my girlfriend, because she's a Stargate fan. So I found this, and now we're going to put it together. Before we do that, let me go grab my Awe-Striker so we can put that side by side. Hold on. Hang on. Okay, so here's the vintage 1985 Awe-Striker. And there's crankcase right in there. This mold has been reused a number of times, with some alterations. In fact, I think, what was it last year that they came out with the retro Awe-Striker? So even recently, this has been used. But it often has modifications, and this has been modified in a very interesting way, which I will show you. And I didn't notice this until I actually opened the thing up to see it, and I'm like, that is interesting. So let's check this out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the microphone over here. I'm going to tilt this down. I'm going to move junk out of the way. I'm going to tilt this down. Now, I can't really read the live chat. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to get a good camera angle for you, the viewer. So here is the box. There's the front of the box. Here is the back of the box. Very G.I. Joe-like, but it's not a photo. No, it's a drawing. We used to get photos. That I'm trying to remember which vehicle that launcher came from. I want to say like the Mud Buster or something like that. It was one of those. This spring-loaded missile launcher was not on the original Awe-Striker, but it is from a 90s vehicle, and I want to say the Mud Buster or something along those lines. But anyway, let's open this. This is very much like a 90s G.I. Joe boxed vehicle in that you open the box and you have a tray, a cardboard tray, which contains all the parts. So I'm going to set the box aside for a moment. And this is what you get in the box. And as you can see, all still factory sealed pieces. We've got the chassis and the body. We've got the engine. And, you know, if you're familiar with the All-Striker, you are recognizing a lot of these, well, most of these parts, almost all of these parts. Here's the spring-loaded missile launcher. And the missile. This is a bit different. This actually looks a bit different than it does on the box. I'll need to do some checking to see what this was reused from, because it actually doesn't match what I thought it was. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We have the black plastic hose. We have some... Oh, it looks like one of the missiles... So this is the plastic tree that the missiles came on. It looks like one of the missiles popped off, but that's okay. We have the wheels. There are 4 of them. As you would expect, it's not a motorcycle. We have the instruction sheet. And it looks like purely an instruction sheet. It is not like G.I. Joe blueprints. Where's step 1? Okay, so step 1 is here. And then finally we have the sticker sheet. This is always my favorite part. Okay, so I'm going to move the cardboard tray over there. We will use that to keep things as we go through it. So let's start with step 1. For step 1, it's the front suspension linkage spindle assembly. So let's find those bits. Let's see. That's not that. So it's got to be in here, right? All right. I'm opening this. I'm opening it. I'm unsealing it. If you are a mint-in sealed box or bag collector, avert your eyes because I'm opening it. I'm doing it right now. I just opened it. I just broke the factory seal on this thing. It could never be undone. One fewer sealed example out there in the world. I have my tools. I got my nippers here. So for this, let's see. That is the rear suspension. This is the front suspension. So let me nip this off. It's been quite a while since we've done a vehicle assembly, hasn't it? I like doing those, but boxed, unopened vintage vehicles, the prices on them are getting a little crazy, so it's not so easy to get sealed examples at a reasonable price to open and assemble. And I don't want to, if it's something that's rare, I don't want to open it and put it together. If it's rare, I would rather somebody who collects sealed examples to have it. Oh, I see a super chat, but I can't read it. What does that say? Oh, thank you, What's on Joe Mine. Page 12. Yes, we'll turn to page 12 right after I put this thing together. Page 12 for What's on Joe Mine. I will not forget whatever it was that you asked me to do. I won't forget it. Okay, so I gotta nip these. Okay. With my nippers. With my nipplers. Okay, there we go. Alright, so and there's a bar. It's right there. I don't recall the All-Striker quite like this, like with these plastic trees, but it's been a long time since I've assembled an All-Striker, so I wouldn't remember. Okay, so this is supposed to go like this, and then this, let's see, is supposed to go how? Like this, I think. And then this, therefore, would go like that. Okay, and then the bar. Yeah, the bar connects them. So this is how the front wheels steer. Does it matter which way the bar goes? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, the flat side of the steering linkage faces down. Okay, so the flat side has to face down. No problem. There we go. Okay. Everybody stick with me here. How are we doing? This is riveting stuff. This is what gets the ratings. Everybody says that sex sells. They're just all wrong. Assembling old toys, that's what sells. Okay, front suspension goes... Okay, snap hole in center of front suspension into tab on front of chassis. Okay, that is this. There's the tab that it goes on, and which way does it go? This way, right? This way. This faces front, so it has to go like this, right? So this should snap right in there. Now this is not as bad as assembling some of the old G.I. Joe vehicles that I've done. I get very nervous when that plastic starts to creak. This is a bit more flexible, at least this part is, so it's not making me quite as nervous. However, that didn't go on very well. Let's see. Okay, so the way that... Oh, got it, I think. Did I get it? Just about. Okay, I think that's on. That's on. Okay, it's on. Okay. We can try to make assembling a vintage vehicle sexy. You know, we can talk about the flesh-colored body with its curves and its contours and its little knobbies. Yeah. This is... I'm going to get demonetized. All right, let's move on. All right, rear suspension bar. Rear suspension bar. I saw that. That's over here somewhere. Where was it? No, where was it? I saw it. Where is the rear suspension bar? It is not there. I saw it. I just... Oh, yeah, there it is. Found it. Found it. Okay, there is the rear suspension bar. I apologize. It's a family show. This is a good learning opportunity. If you're watching with your kids and you're like, what's he doing with that toy, Daddy? You know what? This is an opportunity to talk. To have that discussion with your youngsters. And you're welcome. Okay, so that is empty, and this goes on the back. How does it go on the back? Okay. This seems tricky. Place center tab on the rear suspension bar into hole in rear chassis. Yeah, well, it's a very sensual process. It's a very tactile.
Rob said talk nerdy to the audience.
Yeah. Anyway, rear suspension bar. Rear suspension bar. It goes like. Let's see. Wait. This is hard. Oh, I see. It goes like that, and then okay. So like that. That's how it goes. And that's the rear suspension. It's like that spring leaf suspension in the back. This is going to be a little tricky to keep together while I try to assemble it. There we go. All right. Step 3. Dashboard assembly. Dashboard. We need that. The dashboard is here. It's nice. It's, like with most G.I. Joe vehicles, the color variety and the color interest is created with different color plastic rather than paint. Paint is expensive, but they can stamp out these parts in different color plastics and you still get the color variety. So, we need the dashboard, we need the steering wheel. So here's the dashboard. Looks like that's the front. Let's see. There. If you hear any noises, that's Marianne making dinner. You know, 'cause she's in the kitchen doing woman's work. And now I may never get laid again. Let's see here. And a steering wheel. Yeah, this is what you tune in here for, folks, right? This is the good stuff, isn't it? Okay, so dashboard, steering wheel. Dashboard goes like this. Steering wheel goes like that. It looks like it's keyed. Let's see. Okay. I think. Let's see. How's it go? I don't want to break it. Please don't break. All right, I got to pull this out because I got to see how it fits. Okay. All right, so basically I just press this in until that tab latches, right? I think that's it. Please don't break. It's soft enough that it... See, now she's got a knife. Now she's got a knife. You know, so this may be my last show because the food may be poisoned. Okay, so all right, that's the steering wheel. And look, this is what I'm talking about. You've got a black steering wheel on a gray dashboard, so you've got two different colors of plastic, but it's adding a little bit of color depth to it. So there's that, and the video cam and video cam bar. This is something that is the same as on the Striker. I just have to find it. Where did I put it? Where is yonder video cam? Oh, over here. There it is. Found it. Okay. Video cam. That is the video cam, right? Yes. Yes, it is. I think. Well, hold on. Let me look at this.
Rob said, well, you had a good run.
Yeah.
Ronald Hoover, real lifetime movie happening. Folks.
Yeah. This is the drama. This is what makes good TV. You know, this is what makes good TV. Good TV is about drama and conflict. And when there isn't conflict, I just have to start some. Let's see. Now, I want to do this right. I want to make sure that I nip it at the right part. Let's see. There. Okay, I see. No, I'm right. Let's see. There. And this part, I think I can just twist off. Yes. Okay. Now, let's see. That's how it goes, facing front, and it snaps into here. This is different. This is simplified from the Striker. The Striker is well, it's just different. See, the Striker here, it goes right there. It's similar, but like this dashboard, I think is it's close to the same size. Never mind. It's fine. It's similar. So let's get this. The way this goes is you put it in that slot and then you snap the dashboard on, which will hold it in place. I'm trying to hold on. Let me try to get this on camera. All right. Come on now. All right. So there's a tab and a slot. All right. A tab in the slot. You gotta fit it in there. Fit the tab in the slot. Come on, think of your secretary. There we go. That's from Mel Brooks. That's from Blazing Saddles.
Try not to laugh while you're doing your show. Make that impossible.
Yeah. Well, this is why people keep coming back. They think they're coming for the G.I. Joe. but in fact they're coming for my zany antics. So this is supposed to snap on, and I can see how it's supposed to snap on, but I'm having a heck of a time getting it to line up and press in. So, look here. I've not yet met a plastic toy that can defeat me. And you're not going to be the first. There we go. I have met some plastic toys that almost defeated me. Like the assembly of the Invader, that reissue of the Cobra Pogo. Man, that was not fun. That was super not fun. Okay, so there's the dashboard on the body. Now look at this. Look, you think I'm making this dirty? Look at these instructions. Right there, it says body hole. I didn't look. I didn't make that. I didn't print that. So I gotta fit the tab in the body hole. Let's see how this works. Let's see that. Okay, that goes there, and that should fit and snap on. Just wait for it. Make sure it's all lined up, because it'll be a real pain if I have to pull it apart again. All right. No, stay. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. Sadite. Okay, so there is that, which doesn't look right, does it? Hold on. Oh, I see the problem. I can fix this. Nobody panic. No, I said don't panic. Okay, there. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. Now, if I can keep all of these in place, I should be able to snap this on, and it should stay together. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so, we're making progress here. So here is the assembled body and chassis. It's got the rear suspension. It's got the front suspension and steering. What's next? I did that. Now, engine cover, engine/engine cover assembly. And this is a good time, while we're talking about Stargate, to remind you of Engine Gate. Because this is this is the engine from Stargate. And I don't have any new updates on Engine Gate. Nothing new. What's that? Okay, never mind. Nothing new on Engine Gate, but I'm not expecting anything new probably at least until next week. But if we get beyond next week and I haven't had an update, then I'm gonna have to escalate. Which means I'm gonna have to call Alan Hassenfeld himself and demand my Sky Striker engines. That would work, wouldn't it? That would work. And I am sorry. I know that you guys are chatting, but I can't read it from this angle. Sorry about that. I can see the messages coming in, but I have my screen at an angle. I apologize. I'll get back to it. How are we doing on time? About 10 minutes. We're fine. There is no way I'll finish this in 10 minutes, but that's okay. So this is the engine. This is very much... Now, hey, you know what I can do? I can see if the All-Striker engine will be compatible with this. Are they interchangeable? You know, this engine also came with the Mobile Command Center, right? But it's not compatible because it had that loop that the crane would hook on. So this goes... Okay, engine halves. All right, this is very simple. Okay, and now this is one of the features of the All-Striker that I always liked, and that is you can remove the engine cover eventually. I say you can remove the engine cover. There we go. And then you can actually take the engine block out like that, right? And that's kind of cool. And here we have what appears to be the same engine block, and it looks like they used exactly the same mold. Check this out. So I think this should fit in the All-Striker. Let's find out right now. Let's find out right now. Let's see. Did I get it backwards? Probably. Oh, hold on. Am I doing it wrong? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to fit like that. So let's see. Let's see if it will fit. It should fit. I'll be disappointed if it doesn't fit. Does it? Yeah. Okay. Should drop right in there. I said it should drop right in there. I said it should drop. That peg is a different size, isn't it? It's very slightly smaller. So I think it may not fit. Unless I'm just doing it wrong, but I don't think I'm doing it wrong. I'm lining it up, aren't I? Yeah. Somebody's giggling. Look, I'm not even saying anything dirty right now. All right, it fits. Yeah, it fits there. It fits perfectly. Well, now I want to see, will the All-Striker one fit in here? It fits rather snugly in here, like it's not supposed to be removed. But let's test it. Let's test it. Yeah, it's loose in there. So the peg on the bottom is a slightly different size. So not exactly interchangeable. Close, but not quite. So let's set All-Striker aside. Let's put the engine in and press it in snugly. And then the engine cover, which is here. Well, let's see if the engine cover is interchangeable. Let's see if at least that is the same. Why not? Why not? This is the kind of exclusive G.I. Joe / somewhat related G.I. Joe related properties content that you subscribe for. And look, I paid like $20 for this thing, so make sure you check out the Patreon. You know, I gotta make my money back on this, and you know, Valentine's Day stuff. I gotta look. So support the channel on Patreon. Give till it hurts. Okay. All right. So here's the All-Striker engine cover. Looks the same. Looks the same, but will it fit? It fits. Okay. All-Striker engine cover fits on the All-Terrain Cruiser. All-Terrain Cruiser engine cover fits on the All-Striker. That is a match. So there we go. At least that is interchangeable. So let's now pop this off carefully. I'll be a little bit annoyed if I end up breaking the thing that I just got. There we go. Put the All-Striker cover. Here's another point of interest. The refueling port, the gas tank cap here that was on G.I. Joe figures in this era is also on this, even though, as far as I can tell, there was nothing in the Stargate toy line that would have connected to that. So you could refuel it, but you would have nothing to refuel it with. So let's snap that on. There we go. There we go. Next, they want us to put on the front headlights and bumper assembly. That's this. That's this right here. Breaking the seal. Breaking the seal. All right. There's that. Now, it says tabs. Does it have, like, clear... Oh, okay, it doesn't. It doesn't. So, let's see. Yeah, okay. Here's another difference between the All-Striker and this. The headlights are this kind of greenish-blue colored, teal-colored plastic. Whereas on the All-Striker, they are clear plastic. So you have, like, real headlight-looking headlights on there. So that's a difference. That's a difference. So let's snip these off. Snip. Snip. Careful now. There we go. There we go. You know, some poor, you know, Stargate fan is going to look up this video and see me defacing this vintage sealed Stargate vehicle and is going to go in the comments and call me all kinds of names. But that's okay. Oops. Whoa. It flew. It's okay. Look, it helps the algorithm. It helps, with my... helps boost my numbers. So you can call me anything, you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. There we go. There we go. There. Yeah. See, now the cat is harassing Marianne as she's trying to cook. Annoying, isn't it? Okay, so these just snap in like this. Ugh. That's a tight fit. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, there is the headlight and bumper assembly, and that connects to the front. This looks to be all very much the same as the Ostriker, so we're not making any major changes here. And I just got the wheels off the base. Way to go. Let me fix it. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Oh, that's how it goes. Okay. I'm assuming when we actually put the wheels on that will hold on better, because these don't hold on well. I hope I did them right. I think I did them right. I did them the way they told me to. Anyway, okay, so this goes on here, and this will actually help hold the front tab together because it goes over that, and that will keep that from popping off. So there is the bumper and headlights. I will say it would be nice if they went with the clear plastic headlights. That would be a nice touch. That's something that is a nice detail on the Ostriker. Would have been nice on here. Next page. Roll bar assembly. Front tabs. Okay, so this is all exactly like the Ostriker. This goes on. Now, and something that I pointed out in my review of the Ostriker, this is very, very thin plastic. So it's flexible, but don't over-flex it trying to put this thing together. So we've got holes in the back for these tabs, and then tabs in the front, and slots. Okay. All right. See, I feel confident that I can put this together because even though this is a children's toy from the mid-90s, they were designed to be put together by dads, right? And you know what the first thing Dad's going to do when putting this together? You know what your dad did on Christmas. You get the instruction sheet and Dad's like, I don't need that. I do need that. Hold on, I'm going to get that back. So yeah, but these are designed to be assembled by Dad on Christmas Day, and that's like where a lot of us would have learned swear words. Dad trying to assemble this stuff. When you get it out of the box for a birthday or what have you. Okay, so there is that. Wheels. We put the wheels on. The wheels are essential. Look, I'm no car scientist, but even I know wheels are essential. So these look to be all the same. Lug nuts facing out. Okay, so this is going to be a challenge then, huh? These want to pop out, and I don't like that kind of thing. Okay, so it's got the mushroom clips, just like the Ostriker. And just like the Ostriker, it has the exposed clips on the outside wheel. That is not aesthetically pleasing. Okay, okay. I've done something clearly wrong, and I will figure it out. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back in the instructions and see where I have made the error in the front wheel assembly instructions. You know what? if you know what I've done wrong with the front wheel assembly, type it in the live chat. I can't read it, but it helps the numbers. It helps the channel. Helps with my interactions. So type it. In fact, like, here's what you do. If you know what I've done wrong with the assembly, shout it out at your screen right now. If you shout it loud enough, I can hear you over here. So shout to your screen what I need to do to fix the front wheels. And that'll help. That always helps. It helps with sporting events. It helps with political things. If you shout at the screen, that's what really solves the problem. Okay, launcher, post, cable. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put that? Where did I? Okay, hang on. Missing something here. Oh, found it. Okay, there's that. Okay. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to go back and double check this and see how to fix this problem. Okay. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't have any additional instructions other than what I already did. So it must just not be snapped in far enough or something. This one keeps wanting to pop out. Okay, I think. Oh, there we go. It just needed to snap in a little bit more. Ah, that's nice. Tight suspension and steering there. That is how you go. So this one just needs the same treatment. This one just needs the same treatment. Come on. Snap in there. It does make me nervous when to assemble a vintage vehicle, I have to press the plastic really hard. Okay, next, where was I? All right, antenna. Now, my All-Striker is missing one of the antenna, and I have no idea what happened to it. I know that it's been in several boxes since I moved, and it's probably fallen down into one of those boxes. I found one of the antenna, but one is still missing. And if you've collected G.I. Joe for any length of time, you know the antennae are the bane of your existence. They are the things that always go missing. Antennae and battery covers. So there's this. Now, I'm just curious now, is the antenna compatible with the vintage Sky Striker? Look at that, it is. It is. Fits right in there. Now it's got to come out because I want to put it in the other one. So that fits in the vintage Sky Striker. It will also fit right in there. I do like the antenna. It doesn't look complete without it, right? The antennae add that just sort of little bit of realism. It's good. It helps. It helps. So there's that. The post and the cable. Let's see. How does this work? The cable connects in some way that I'm not sure about yet. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. The instructions are wrong. The instructions are wrong, as Marissa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny would say. The defense is wrong. Look, you see that diagram? In fact, you see this diagram here? That has the platform for the Top Gun mount going front to back, as it is on the vintage Sky Striker, or I'm sorry, All Striker, as it is on the vintage All Striker. On this, it is side to side at the back. That is different. That is different. But the peg is still in the same place. The peg for that little black hose is right there. So let's go ahead and put that on. So that goes from yeah, it's just like the Ostriker. No changes here. Kind of weave it through there, attach it. So here's another thing that they've done. I wanted to point out the differences between the Ostriker and this after I assembled it, but one thing that you will find obvious is that this is a single seater. There is one seat in the middle, and they've also moved the steering wheel to the middle to accommodate, whereas the Ostriker was a two-seater. I believe they did that because I think these Stargate figures are wider than the vintage G.I. Joe figures, so I assume that that's why they did that. But I don't have the Stargate figures. That's something I'm really thinking about getting. I think I'm very, very seriously considering that. Okay, now I need to put the missile launcher on the post. It's got some flex to it. This looks... Is this the same? This is not the same. Okay, this is not the same as the Ostriker Top Gun mount. So these are definitely not interchangeable. But there you go. Oh, but hey, maybe they're interchangeable. Can I pop that? Oh, I'm gonna break it. Never mind. I guess I shouldn't break my old Ostriker. Okay. This clips in here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this in front of the camera so you can see. There's that. There's that. Here is the missile. Here is something interesting. The missile, this is how you can tell it's a G.I. Joe missile. Look, it has the dumbbell-shaped peg where it would peg onto a G.I. Joe vehicle missile mount. There does not appear to be any such mount on this vehicle, as there was not. There was no such mount on this vehicle either. But what they've done is they've taken a spring-loaded missile launcher from a 90s vehicle and its compatible missile and put it on a different vehicle. Clever, but, you know, it works the same as all the others. Oh, I should have had Dr. Mindbender out so I could test this. But pretend that you are Dr. Mindbender for a moment. Yeah, see, it works. Where to go? Oh, there it is. So here's another thing that's interesting. Let me snip the missiles out. The missiles are... You have 4 of them. And like I showed you, they have a slot to mount, as well as you can put them in the missile launcher. But there does not appear to be anywhere on the vehicle to mount them. So you don't have any place to keep the extra missiles. It's nice that they gave you the extra missiles, but there's no place on the vehicle to store them. And that is something, you know, that's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine when a vehicle or a figure has too many bits that don't fit on. Somebody over here is interpreting everything I say in a dirty way. And look, this is a family show. I would never say such a thing. Anyway, here are these little phallic things. Like, there's the tip, you know, the rounded tip. It's got the bit there. It kind of pulls back a little bit. So there's the missile, and you can fit one. You can fit one in the missile launcher, but there's no place to put. There's no place to put these. There's no. So they just have to go somewhere, and that's how you lose things. That's how things get lost. Let's put on now the stickers, and it's a small sticker sheet. So let's do that. And then we're done with that, and then I want to point out a couple very interesting, hopefully interesting, differences between this and the Ostriker. So for the sticker, I have the tweezers. Here are the instructions for where to put the stickers, right there.
Brian?
Yeah?
Cameron Johnson asked, how do you store your figures and accessories?
How do I store my figures and accessories? I have plastic drawers, stackable plastic drawers where they are sorted by year. So like 82, 83, 84, all the way to 94. And each of those, they are either in a plastic bag or they are in a plastic shell case. It depends on the figure. If it's a figure that is going to break, if it's in just loose in a plastic bag, then I'll put it in a shell case and they all go in there. 1993, though, has 2 drawers full of figures because, as you know, 1993, they had like twice as many figures that year as they normally do. So that I have to have 2 drawers for 1993 just to fit all the figures that they released. Okay, let me do this. Let me figure out that goes where. Where does that? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense. Okay, hang on, folks. Hang on. Is there anything in the art that helps us understand? No, there isn't. So I'll just guess. Where this is supposed to go. Is that supposed to go on the roll bar? No way. Well, I'm not putting it there. All right, I'm holding off on that one. That doesn't make sense. And this, by the way, as in the movie, this is an Air Force. This is an Air Force vehicle. So it flies. I think that's a requirement for all Air Force vehicles that it fly. This fancy thing goes like... let's see. Make sure I get it right. Yes, like that. Stars going toward the dashboard. Okay. And it goes... Yeah.
Bart asked what figure you're putting in there.
Good question. I didn't have a figure. I could put Crankcase in there. I have Crankcase here. But I'll tell you what. I'm really strongly considering getting the Stargate figure line because they're still pretty cheap. You can still get them for a song, mint on card. So I'm thinking about getting them, and I'll test that out. But since Crankcase is here, we'll put Crankcase in there. Good question. Let's see. The food smells good, so we got to hurry this up here. Let's see. These, man, I want to. Somebody get me a time machine so I can go back to 1994 Hasbro and talk to them about this instruction sheet because this is difficult to follow. So this goes here, right? Yes. And therefore, the similar sticker should go on the other side, right? Although, look at this. It's got top, left side, front, and back. No right side. It doesn't even show the right side. Well, come on, guys. You're not helping me out here. So I'm going to have to surmise where the right side stickers go based on what the left side says. This is riveting television, right? I can't see the screen, so I can't tell how many people are still here. But if you are still here through all this, bless you. 81. That's not bad. You guys really have nothing else going on, huh? Let's see. That goes there. So the U.S. Air Force. Look at this. Look at. You can't see this, but on the graphic here, the U.S. Air Force sticker is cropped. Like when they made the instruction sheet, they didn't resize it correctly. This is, this does scream Hasbro in the 90s, doesn't it? If you remember, if you're at all familiar with G.I. Joe from the 90s, you're like, yep, that sounds about right. And as I mentioned before, Marianne and I did watch the movie today, which was helpful, and it helped me confirm that, in fact, there is no vehicle at all, even remotely similar to this, in the movie. This is purely for the toy line, so that Hasbro can make more money while investing very little. Okay, U.S. Air Force. Okay, there's this. Let's see. See, that's okay. Yeah, the Stargate symbol stickers are not cropped correctly on here. It's a good thing I know what it is, because they did a really terrible job on the instruction sheet. So this goes here. Yeah. It's the only place it can go, so that's where it goes. I will say that the stickers on the vehicle itself look a lot better than they do on the instruction sheet. That it's actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. There we go. Okay, so progress. We have what's we have? Where's that? We have a radioactive warning sticker. So this sucker is nuclear. It needs a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of power it needs for the flux capacitor. Why is it nuclear? I don't know. It's because like somebody at Hasbro is like, that'll be cool. Slap that on it. It doesn't have to make sense. So there. Now it's got a gas tank because it's got, look, that's where the gas goes in. Petrol for those of you outside of the United States. So that goes. Where does that go? It's got to go there because there's nowhere else for it. But does it go vertically or horizontally? You know, I'm putting it vertically because it makes more sense. But the instruction sheet does not make that clear at all. Okay. And there's only one. That only goes on this side. There is not one for the other side. This, you know, look, I know I'm kind of taking the piss out of this thing, but I still love it because even in its cheapness and all the shortcuts it's taking, it's still kind of nostalgic. This is classic 90s Hasbro, isn't it? This just screams Hasbro in the 1990s. It's perfect. Perfect.
Or it said it's nuclear because you're not going to find gas on an alien planet.
Good point. Good point. You know, but so all they have to do is stop by the plutonium store to refuel it. You know, no, you know, it's fine. All you need is a bolt of lightning. You're fine. Let's see. Exhaust port. There's an exhaust port right behind the main port. And only a precise hit will set off a chain reaction that will destroy the station. Okay. I know we're going long, folks. I don't even know what time is it. What time is it? Yeah, we're going long, but you know what? I am a wild and crazy guy. I am unpredictable. There's that. And then, okay, watch head. What? Okay, so there's this watch head sticker, and they want me to put it here. They want me to put the watch head sticker here, why would anybody be putting their head there? All right, you know what? If you're going to put your head there, yes, watch out. We want to give you sufficient warning. If you're going to put your head right at the tail, if you're going to put your head under the vehicle, you should probably watch out. Or maybe it means something else. You know, watch head as in, well, you know, I can't really say that. It's a family show. Where is this supposed to go? It's supposed to go right across there. It doesn't look like it has enough room. Okay, well, that can't work. That can't work because that's part. Okay, wait. It has to go down here because that tab is part of the engine cover, and I can't cover that because if I do, the engine cover won't come off. Hang on, I'll show you what I mean here in a second. All right. Okay, so look. There's the sticker where it says, let me see if I can get that, where it says watch head. And like the way the instructions look, it looks like it wants you to put it right across here, but you can't do that because this part is part of the engine cover and you're supposed to remove it. And if you put it across there, it covers the seam for the engine cover. That doesn't make any sense at all. So I put it there because that's the only place it makes sense. It still doesn't make sense because who's putting their head there? Okay, where's this J3094 go? That goes on the front, right there. Okay. Okay, this is going to be great. You know, and as much fun as I'm having with this, it is really cool. I actually am really jazzed about having a variant of the Awe Striker that I had never seen before. Finally, we come down to this step sticker. Where is it supposed to go? Where do you want it? Let's see. Where does... It doesn't make any sense there. Okay, alright, let me think. Okay, it wants... It almost looks like it wants it on the roll bar, but it cannot go there. It will not fit there. So, I'm going to put it here because it would then be near a place that is, in fact, a step. Alright. I'm going to put it right side up. I'm going to put it right there because I don't know where else to put it, and it's the last sticker. If I can somewhat get that straight. And there. Okay, so that's where I'm putting it, and it'll just have to do. That's it. That's the last sticker. That's all of them. And now we have a complete and assembled Stargate all-terrain cruiser based on the Awe Striker. Major differences: it's a one-seater instead of a two-seater. It has a spring-loaded missile launcher on the top rather than the decorative pretend gun that the Awe Striker had. It has a back platform with 2 foot pegs, that is not on the Awe Striker. So that is unique. That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and put Crankcase in, and this will be our final act. As you can see, he wobbles around in there. This is why I need to go ahead and get the Stargate figures so I can actually see how that works in there. I can't judge based on Crankcase here because look at this. Look at that. That is... This seat is designed for a wider figure, obviously. So anyway, that's how that works. Hello, cat. So he is immediately going to try to chew on these antennae because that's what cats do. Okay, but that's that. Now, so that's the assembly. Thank you very much. I need to wrap it up because we are 26 minutes long. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out as I... Diana Davis. Is Diana Davis in here? Hello, Diana Davis. Diana Davis. Oh, man, I should have got it. Diana Davis has a GoFundMe. I should have got the link. I'll go get the link, and I'll put it in the description of this video after the fact. Help Diana Davis if you can. She's really good people, and this is what this is. Yeah, no, only one seat, so no sharing armrests. The guys who ride back get to inhale all the exhaust from whatever gas they use. It's nuclear, so they get to inhale radioactive fumes, whatever. So yeah, that's awesome. But thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna wrap it up. Dinner is almost ready, and I'm hungry. And I want to hang out and talk with Marianne. She's been very patient here while I make smart-ass comments on this show here. But anyway, this has been fun. And sometime in the future, I'll get some figures that actually fit in this, and we'll test that out. So anyway, thank you everyone. I'm going to do my best to have a review video this Sunday. Knock on wood. If for any reason it looks like it's going to be delayed again, I'll post and I'll let you know. I apologize about Sunday. Shit happened. But hopefully this Sunday I will get it right and we will get it in and we will have something special for you. I will hopefully see you then. Either way, I will see you on Tuesday as we will be the opening act for What's on Joe Mind. As What's on Joe Mind shifts to Tuesday, we will now be opening for WOJM. So there you go. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone, and just have a nice, lovely evening, and I will see you again soon. Happy Yo Joe, only G.I. Joe, fill in your own catchphrase. Just fill in your own slogan, whatever makes you feel happy.